Alright, so our group project will talk about sleep, health and lifestyle. Sleeping is the most important thing we can do for our body since it charges our batteries. We must sleep at least 8 hours per day. Many of us have trouble sleeping at night because of the mobile phones and technology, or maybe some of them have a sleep disorder. Sleep has a significant impact on how your brain functions.
Now we look at the objective of our study. Objective is like the variable that we want to study for this assignment. As you can see here, we want to study the genders, age, and occupations. We also want to study on how much duration time of sleep, the quality of their sleep, the number of minutes they are engaged in physical activities, and also their score in stress level. Moreover, we also study about the BMI category, their status in blood pressure, and resting heart rates, and also the number of steps they are taking daily. Lastly, we look at the result if there are presence and absence of sleep disorder from our respondent according to their lifestyle.
Source data. We are using a secondary data that we got from Kaggle. It is a second-hand data. It's already been collected, recorded or published in Kaggle. The respondent rate is 100% from all the respondents that are willingly to give their information. We want to study a sleep, health and lifestyle for our group project on the subject STA104, and 50 respondents have been selected for this assignment. Next is a sampling technique. As a part of our study, 50 respondents from Kaggle were required to answer 12 questionnaires about their sleep, health and lifestyle. There are 26 females and 24 males of the respondents. The sampling technique that we use in our study is simple random sampling (SRS). This method allocates an equal chance of selection for each element in the population. This ensures that every respondent in Kaggle has an equal chance of participating in our study, eliminating sampling bias. Basically, the first thing we need to do is we need to decide what kind of population we need to study. In our respondents on Kaggle is the main our population. Secondly, we need to decide our sample size, which is how much sample size we need to study. In this study, our sample size is 50 respondents in Kaggle. The last one, the data were randomly chosen. In our study, we use a Microsoft Excel to generate a random number because it is much easier. We just randomly choose a subset of the population. In this study, we have a qualitative data. Because of that, simple bar chart and pie chart are the chosen one. For the pie chart, we use a horizontal and vertical bar chart. These two bar charts will represent data for variables. Each bar should have the same width. Next is a bar chart, or known as circle chart. It has been divided into numerous categories to show a total and display a relative size of a component part to percentage, and the proportion 316 of the value are shown in the bar chart. On top of a simple bar chart and a pie chart should be have a title that will make us understand what the topic. In this study case, we also have a quantitative data. We use histogram as a quantitative data variables expressible in the form of class boundaries. Next is the description of the variables, and in the table 1, we can see the description of variables, and the variable that we use is gender, age, occupation, sleep duration, quality of sleep, physical activity level, stress level, BMI category, blood pressure, heart rate, daily sleep, and the last one is sleep disorder. And the fact of variable that we use is the qualitative data and quantitative data. For the measurement skills that we use is the nominal scale, ordinal scale, and interval scale. Okay, as you can see, this pie chart are showing of gender. Based on figure 1.0, the following pie chart shows the of 50 people of respondent for sleep, health and lifestyle. What we say are most people are from female, which is 52%, and the other 48% are from male. Next is histogram showing of individuals by age. The histogram above shows the age for 50 respondents for sleep, health and lifestyle. None of the respondents have an age of sleep, health and lifestyle below 0 to 20. 9 of them have a sleep, health and lifestyle between at the age of 21 to 30. 11 of them have a sleep, health and lifestyle between 31 to 50. Besides, at the age of 41 to 50 are 18 people, and the remaining balance of 51 to 60 age, which is 12 respondents. Okay, now we'll talk about occupation. The bar chart above shows the variety of 50 respondents of sleep, health and lifestyle. 12 of the respondents are nurse, and 11 respondents are from doctor. Moreover, both engineer and salesperson have 6 respondents. 6 of them are lawyer, and the rest have the same respondents, which is 2 people are scientists, sales representative, and accountancy. Lastly, managers have the least, which is 1 respondent.
Alright, as we can see here, the bar chart showing the respondent quality of sleep. 2 respondents have a quality sleep. Their rate 4 out of 10, and 1 of them rate 5 out of 10. Aside from that, 17 of them, which is the highest in the bar chart, rank their sleep quality 6 out of 10. Whilst 11 of them score it as 7 out of 10. Aside from that, 5 of them rank their sleep quality 8 out of 10, while remaining 11 score it as a 9 out of 10. we have no respondent that rate their sleep 10 out of 10. Alright, I would like to talk about respondent sleep duration. As you can see here, the number of hours respondents sleep on daily basis. 3 of them sleep 5 to 6 hours per day, and the majority, as we can see, 23 in total, sleep 6 to 7 hours per day. So for the 13 of them sleep 7 to 8 hours per day, and the remaining 11 sleep 8 hours and above. So for the mean of this table is mean 7.104, and for the median we can see here 6.9565, and this for the mode 6.667, and the variance for the table is 0.7904, and the standard deviation, which is we can square it to, which we can get 0.889. So for the graph shape distribution, we can see here the graph skewed to the right.
Now we look at the result on how much minutes people engage in physical activities. The result showing that most of the respondents engage in physical activities for 61 to 70 minutes per day, which is 14 people, while the least respondents are at 46 to 60 minutes and 76 to 90 minutes, which are having the same number of individuals. Respond is 7 people. Then 13 respondents engage in 31 to 45 minutes per day, and the remaining balance of 50 respondents was at 16 to 30 minutes, which is 9 people. Here we can assume that our respondents are quite active in their daily lifestyle. Then move on to the finding for the score of stress level. By our respondent, we got a lot of respondents, which is 20 people, score 4 to 6 in the moderate level of stress. Hereby, the significance also is 90 people, score in 7 to 9 at the high level of stress. Then the balance of 50 respondents, score 1 to 3 at the low level of stress, is 11 people. From this finding, from the score of stress level, we can say that majority of them is suffer from stress.
The above bar chart indicates the respondents' BMI category. Of the 50 responses, 22 had normal BMIs. 25 of the responders, or the majority, fall into the overweight BMI group. Finally, according to their BMI, 3 individuals are obese. This shows that having a short sleep duration will increase your body mass index, because sleep deprivation has long been linked to an increased risk of becoming overweight or obese.
So this is the result from our respondent for blood pressure. For your information, the color of pie chart has its own meaning for stages in blood pressure. For instance, blue stands for low, while green is normal, yellow is for high, and red is hypertensive crisis. From our finding, we got the most of the 19 people stages in the normal condition at 120 to 129/18, while only 1% stages at below the normal stage. Other than that, 16 people blood pressure is at 130 to 139/18 at the high condition of blood pressure. Then the balance of 14 people is having a hypertensive crisis. Since we know that most of our respondent is from the category of middle age, so it is must to be more aware about this disease by take care of the activities in our lifestyle.
The respondents' heart rate data in beats per minute is displayed in figure 2.0. According to the histogram, the majority of the 90 responders had heart rates between 66 and 70 beats per minute. Heart rate ranged from 71 to 75 bpm for the remaining 60 respondents. Also, the heart rates of 9 respondents ranged from 60 to 65 beats per minute. Next, 3 individuals had heart rates between 76 and 80 beats per minute. The final heart rate range for the other 3 responses was 80 to 85 bpm. Next, this is the data of the respondents of their daily step. Majority of the respondents, which is 40 individuals, took 5,000 to 6,000 steps daily. Another 12 respondents, they took 7,000 to 8,000 steps per day. Next, each of the 2 range of steps, 4,000 to 5,000 and 6,000 to 7,000, had several respondents respectively. Another 6 respondents took 9,000 to 10,000 steps, and last 4 respondents took 3,000 to 4,000 daily steps per day.
Alright, next I will talk about respondent sleep disorder. We can see in the table and the pie chart show the respondent sleep disorder. We can see here the percent, 24 of them, which is equal to 48%, which is the highest, don't have sleep disorder, whereas 14 of them, which is equal to 24%, have sleep apnea, and 20 of them, which is equal to 28%, have insomnia.
In a nutshell, after executing this assignment, we will strongly believe that sleep health can be influenced by their activities and condition in their lifestyle. We got the most respondent is from female, which is 52%, and the remaining is from male. Their ages are between 41 to 50 in the category of middle-aged adults. Most of them are working as nurses and doctors, and they are sleeping only about 6 to 7 hours in a day. They only score 6 out of 10 for their quality of sleep, and also most of them actively engage in physical activities. The majority of them suffer high stress level and being overweight. The highest respondent for blood pressure and heart rate is in normal stages. 14, not half of them, only take 5,001 to 6,000 steps daily. Lastly, the nearly half of them, which is 24 individuals, is not having a sleep disorder disease, while the remaining 24% and 28% have sleep apnea and sleep insomnia respectively. Lastly, this is our overall conclusions for this study. We should practice and prevent anything that relates and affect our sleep health according to our lifestyle. This is to make sure that our body will become more active and have enough energy to continue our daily life smoothly. Indirectly, this will make our body maintain a healthy lifestyle to become more productive in our life. So this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening to us.